say for that for sure. And that's the Annihilation, and that's TurS Masters, and that's for you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. It's gonna be game 2 between impunity.storm and TurS Masters. TurS Masters won the first game with Annihilation, whacking bushes all day long, like we always say. But that's gonna be the case for the first game. Second game, I'm hoping that it's gonna be a bit of a more interesting match, and we want to see the standing kind of a pick here. So, straight up into the game, here we go. And yep, it is a pretty interesting state that we are looking at. We have the Fate, Gemini being banned again by HookieHook, and that's targeted at both Storm as well as the Gemini on Nox. As for Nova, he straight away banned out the Scout and Ceravan. That reminds me, in the first game, yes, Scout was banned by the first banning phase.
Yeah, you see right off the bat, look at that. My dog, we fear you. What is this? Like, again, Nova, he always bans out the Scout. He knows the Scout's just really goddamn annoying hero. But we don't see any, any Tempest ban, any Keeper ban. I actually hope to God, like, either team picks it up. I think by all means, TurS Masters can actually pick up Tempest if they want to, and even pick up a, Keeper of the Forest as third pick on top of that, because just judging by the way the Impunity Storm has been drafting so far, it just seems like they just don't like that added, Keeper of the Forest. So I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Yep, and that's going to be the case. That said, looking at this draft here, I'm saying that MOA is going to be picked up by Legion team as well as engineered by Hellborn, and that's going to be splitting aside this game. But I think that there might be a difference in the draft for this game here, because Impunity Storm, they want to make sure that they are staying up to date here, and they could actually go for the Moon Queen pick, which is still not banned yet, and that's the merits of picking the carries so early, like you see TurS Masters normally do. They don't subject it to the second banning phase, and that's going to be the case. That's it. They might also want to get a Fate, but because the Fate was being banned out, that's not going to be possible. So, I mean, there is no reason why they should offer us anything else right now. You don't have to pick the Wretched Hag, but they still want to go with the Wretched Hag. So, okay, this is like Nova saying there's no way I'm giving a Hag to a Legion team, to a team like TurS Masters. It's been the case for a really long time, and that's it. It is not exactly working out in every single match, but in terms of drafting, yeah, it's pretty decent, because at least you secure such a strong hero on your side. Let's keep a Parasite and Legion team, and on the flip side, now I think it's going to be good to pick the carry, because if it is not going to be picked, it's going to get banned. Both Moon Queen, Dark Lady, anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they could even go. Like, I mean, it's kind of crazy saying this, but I mean, they can also pick up Tempest themselves. Like, Tempest Hag is still very strong. Tempest Engineer is still very strong as well. Yeah, they have a Parasite, so what? You can always counter that. There's a lot of things you can do. Maybe you can be a little bit more, I mean, it's gonna force Legion to be a little bit more aggressive, but there's always ways you can kind of counter the execution. Again, we might be seeing a game where Tempest is just not picked up at all. I would like to say that in the second banning stage, I definitely think that Impunity Storm is probably looking towards banning out things out like that War Beast and all those other kind of jazzy heroes that helped out a lot in the game. I wouldn't really say that Bushwhack is that ban worthy for Impunity Storm, is because it's just that the way that not Impunity Storm, TurS Masters just executed that game, it made it possible for Bushwhack to actually get that crazy amount of farm, and he became completely insane. So yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the case. But that's it. I mean, it's a pretty clean game in the first one, very quick as well. No 73 minutes drama, no 50 minutes drama. It was pretty clean and sweet. And that's it. I hope that now, you see, definitely Nova's going to take a bit of extra time, like we mentioned before. He should pick the carry right now, and that's going to be a pretty good set. That being said, Tempest and Keeper also not picked yet, and it seems like they are nowadays favoring heroes like Wretched Hag for reasons that I don't think are valid. But there we go, Ravenor on the mid lane. So he wants to secure the mid lane, because he did explain before that Nox is just very flexible in terms that he can play any hero. But apparently the Mage Bane didn't have a very good job in the first game there. So I hope that in the second game it's a bit more to do with giving Nox a better hero. And I hope the Moon Queen doesn't get banned out, because if it does get banned out, which it most likely is, I think the Legion team is not gonna give Nox the extra space to farm again.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I hope to God that, in fact, you look at the TurS Masters actually just bans out Tempest right off the bat, because I guess they themselves also don't want to pick out the hero since they already have the Parasite. There's no reason to have a secondary jungle there. Nova even in fact gonna ban out Keeper of the Forest. I mean, why would you ban out that opportunity? Because, like, I mean, Keeper of the Forest just ties in nicely with Engineer and Hag as well. You have the Rift Lord there as well for that huge amount of, I guess you could say kind of semi-carry-ish initiation role for Impunity Storm's team. So, I just feel like a couple of bans are questionable, but nevertheless, there is a lot of heroes in the pool now. that what is this Nox can actually play. So we're just gonna have to see what's the couple of picks gonna be.
Yep, and that's it. We're looking at interesting bans here already. It's the Tempest, Puppet Master, and Moon Queen being banned out. There we go. Tether Masters, they know what's gonna harm them, and they want to win a clean 2-0 game here. That's it. Hellbound team gonna ban out War Beast, Keeper of Force, as well as Bubbles. They are just adamant, but this is pretty interesting, at least for this game here. We see both Tempest and Keeper addressed. In yesterday's game, it wasn't even banned, it wasn't even picked.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Lodestone is gonna be. Uh, okay, like so. You have a parasite, you have a lodestone. There's a shit ton of burst damage there already. And at the same time, you have master of arms with the goo, which is also a shit ton of damage with the lodestone. So I mean, there's a couple of things that you can always run with this lineup. I just hope to God that they have. You know, I think maybe Turtle Masters, there is a chance that they'll probably lose out in the early game, but then eventually start winning again. I mean, it's not that unseen. They're actually gonna go for an Amphora here, so I think Pebbles could even be the pickup of choice here if they wanted to. Not sure what it's gonna be though, because we've seen Nox kind of play the carry Pebbles from time to time. So yeah.
Yeah, it could actually still work, but you know, he plays carry Pebbles only if they won the first game. That's a pure stomp for you. They don't want to try too dangerously here, but that's it. I'm actually looking here, and it's gonna be a prisoner pick by Team Legend. Prisoner and Lodestone. That's gonna be a lot of mechanics there in general, and you have a lot of AoE as well. They don't have something that's big enough for one more combo, not like a Bad Blast or anything of that sort, but they've got the Lodestone Shadow Storm as well as a Prisoner's Prison Break, and that's gonna provide lockdown, slow, as well as a bit of the damage in general. You got Bushwhack dealing the same equivalent amount of damage, and in Southeast Asia, Bushwhack actually worked out a lot better than in the international scene.
Yeah, I guess it's just mainly because of a lot of the practice that these, Southeast Asian players they really love their bushwhack for some reason. Damn pure Nox. Okay, we haven't seen this in a really long
Oh!
time. I'm kind of excited for that, but
Nox Spear.
I mean, as long as I actually have to say that this draft coming out from impunity.storm this time around isn't as bad. It's just gonna come down to execution, whether or not they're gonna get snowball advantage in Nox, and if they start roaming across the map, because we know Impunity Storm, time and time again, they have that early game lineup, but they just don't utilize it. So hopefully for their sake in this game, they do that, and a little bit of bug they're starting in the game.
Yeah, but there we go. Getting us to all year long, but and there we go. It's gonna be game 2 here, and looking at it, it's a pretty interesting kind of a draft. Dampier on Nox, never really seen this before in Southeast Asia, but I guess that's always a first for everything. And I do believe that in the international scene, it was like he is just really steamrolling on Dampier, and want to see how that's actually gonna roll here as well. That's a Legion team in game 2. Tether Masters, man. They have the first game already, and Hooky Hook gonna be playing as a Parasite. We got Look Like Leaf, looking nothing like a leaf. In fact, it's again gonna be the Lodestone. Mei onto the MOE again. Prisoner 945 on Exine Z, last but not least, Iron Nun on the Bushwhack, and he needs alternate avatar. Hellbound team, it's gonna be Imperial Storm. Imperial Storm, altogether 5 members lost the first game, but they need to win this one. It's the ace game for them, or no game after that. And that's it, they're gonna go with Nova. Nova is gonna be onto the Engineer. Best Storm being played by as the Revenor. And we also got Dampier, his wing counterpart, that's going to be Nox on Dampier. And a nice hook in, because before we go on, actually, it seems like Best Time is in a bit of a tight spot, should be okay. And there goes the stun as well. No kills, don't think it's actually going to happen. Bushak coming in from behind. Well, that's actually pretty cute to say. But that being said, we have also Emperor playing as Thrashat again. Last but not least, VN Sensation onto the Nymphora, and he needs the fatty Nymphora.
Fatty Nymphora. Yeah, just don't, man, having no avatar, I don't get it, man. You're like a pro player. Buy some avatars, God's sake. But what is this? Look at the position here by Lodestone. He's getting ready to pull the creeps as soon as the game starts, and then pull it all the way behind the tier 1 and tier 2 at this top lane. Then Pierce gonna go top here with the support of this Nymphora. You're probably gonna see mid NG Revenor, unless they're gonna send Revenor by himself. I guess maybe this time around. I mean, it could be a possibility if they send 3 heroes here at the top lane to make sure that Dampier gets a lot of the farm, but I don't think it's necessary because you can easily do that against the Lodestone with that Nymphora just constantly harassing. But it's going to be Emperor versus that 1-on-1 against Bushwhack again, like we saw. Look at this though, Lodestone.
There we go. Lodestone look like Leaf. You don't want to be here by himself, but Lodestone gets addressed. Bit by bit is going to be okay, but he was just pulling the crypt, so that's going to be alright as well. Nymphora still pursuing a bit of extra matter here. VN Sensation needs to be really careful, and it's like baiting or ferrying into part of the jungle, and after that, you know what happens next. But Lodestone now actually going to be baiting VN Sensation all the way back here to the top lane, but it's pretty good to see as well. In the mid lane, however, a bit of the extra harassment on XNZ, and that's the Prisoner 945. I think Prisoner is going to be pretty okay, but up against the NG as well as the Revenant combo, it's a pretty sick one to be up against. But Prisoner 945 with the ball and chain should be able to just get a pretty good standing. And on the flip side, we also have Team impunity.storm's Emperor, and that's up against Iron and Bushwhack again.
Yeah, I really like the aggression that was placed there by both VN Sensation and Nova on that Lodestone. He's gonna be forced to pop his, pooled region here on that health potion.
Oh, look at hold that thought. Down goes Emperor.
Ooh, yeah,
Moment
Parasite.
of silence there.
Moment of silence indeed. Good job there by Parasite, quickly getting that. What was it? I didn't get to see it. Was it Minotaur? It was a Minotaur, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Godar is just there in the medium
so,
camp, but
yeah.
that's just a really good pickup. That's gonna slow down Emperor a lot, and we saw this in the previous game. You give that farm an early advantage towards Iron Nun, and it's just gonna hurt you a lot in the later stages of the game.
Yep, I mean, it's Emperor has the heavy duty of just nicely slowing down Iron Nun, but I don't think that he's going to be able to do this one here by himself at least, and that needs a bit of extra gank, but because now they've got an Emperor that's doing a bit of the stack in the jungle, he is not actually going to be playing in the suicide lane there. And that being said, top lane we have that Lodestone up against Dampier. Dampier doing a pretty good job so far in terms of farming, but Nox, man, Dampier, want to see how exactly he's going to play this one, especially for you, Lark, since you're such a Dampier fan.
Yeah, I just love the hero. It's just such a cheesy hero. But yeah, middle lane, XNZ actually picks up a kill on Nova, so the hook, man, being utilized really nicely by XNZ. I mean, I feel like he's just one of those players that does at least utilize Prisoner 945 much more better as compared to a lot of the other Southeast Asian teams, always being able to get that hook on. And you see again top lane there, what is this name for? Just putting a bit more harass into the Lodestone at this top lane. And Dampier, I think he's gonna go for that early Chalice because he has the Chalice components in his inventory already. So just making sure that to get that added extra mana.
Yep, and that's it. Mid lane, 3 minutes up already. Revenor here, Engineer as well. Both of them pretty good stuff up against that of the Prisoner 945. There goes the ball lightning and the keg as well, but that's a strong hero. And there's no way they can just nicely box in on the Prisoner so early in this game. Yes, it's gonna result in harassment, but it's not gonna be a kill. And Prisoner, man, inherently very tankish. Close up a fire and a hook, all ball and chain plus Shackle. It seems like Nova is gonna have to use keg to just propel himself a little bit further in front just to make sure that he's gonna be okay. But that is just a lot of extra increased aggression coming out from both sides.
Yeah, and I'm just waiting to see at this bottom lane once Iron Nun picks up that level 6. It's just gonna force Emperor out of lane completely, like if he isn't already. Like he's doing such a good job. Here comes Parasite again, by the way. And I think they could probably be, yep, here we go.
Yep, and it seems like, yep, there we go. Emperor gets slowed a bit by Leech and is still struggling to hit against the tier 1 there. And here comes a bit of body blocking action, and I think it actually is going to be enough. There we go. And Parasite Hooky Hook is like, yep, I know it's not going to be enough, but he's just going in front to block it, which results in a pretty good kill there. That being said, impunity.storm actually is not going to be able to just chase up on Prisoner 945, and XINZ is going to be okay. But Mino top lane though, look like Leaf again is going to get addressed, and that's VN Sensation picking up the kill there. Dampier already level 5 and just going to snowball further a bit harder. And I think that they know what actually went on in the first game. Magebane ultimately is the kind of a late game carry. Up against, Bushwhack, that's a bit of a mid game carry. He doesn't do so well, but Dampier is the mid to late game come to carry. So Dampier definitely is going to have a pretty good time up against that of the Bushwhack.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's just, in my opinion, like, Dampier is just one of those characters, I wouldn't say, like, really, really late game, but, I mean, he's just those heroes that, when he snowballs, it just gets completely out of control, because he has so much items, he can burst down heroes very, very quickly, especially if they don't even have the levels up on themselves, so, Dampier is just, is doing a pretty decent job. He's at 380 gold per minute already. He's about to hit the level 6, which he does right there. He's going to start getting consume charges, which is very, very good for him, because that means anytime Lodestone comes back to the top lane again, he's going to get instantly bursted down. You see right there, he doesn't give a shit. He's going to go mid and try to set up for a gank.
Yeah, for sure. And there we go, 3-1 already, 5 minutes in. 1k goalie for Legion team. You're looking at XINZ here, level 4. Where's the hook? He's still not going to use it just yet, but Revenor going to just say hi as well. Now is the time to compare the fun, because both sides actually slowing down by a fair bit here. And we're looking at, oh, actually the hook is going to be used here quickly. Here comes Lodestone as well. It's going to miss the stun though by Revenor. Bastom is just going to be able to just jet out of there because he does have the haste rune. That's completely playing cheat. And I'm just glad that Parasite's not level 6, because if he's level 6, he would have stolen the haste rune.
Yeah, he would have stolen it and he would have been screwed so hard, but yeah, I mean, at least that was an attempt nonetheless. Like Lodestone, he did at least try his best. Because anyways, if he did go to the top lane, there was a chance, a huge chance actually, that Dampier would have probably raped him over there because he has that level 6 already. Nymphoria, by the way, is still level 2, so he doesn't have that ability to just port Dampier around when he has that chance. He has level 3 now. I just hope to God that he's able to pick up on more levels really quickly. Top lane though, late Lodestone.
6-minute rune. And it seems like Lostone's gonna be here, so is the Prisoner 945. This is a complete slaughterhouse here, and all of a sudden Engineer gets boxed in, and a good old ball and chain again connecting on Bastom. Bastom gets reeled in, and also Nymphora comes in with a good stun, but I think it's actually gonna be enough, so that's pretty good news. And in general, Legion team is gonna have to pull back right now. Hack actually gonna just swing by and say hi, deny a bit of the mana regeneration coming from Look Like Leaf, but that's just about it as well. If you compare the CS, 35 is to 17 on the Bushwhack, and on the flip side, Dampier is about 45 is to 16. So Nox in this game is actually farming a lot more than Bushwhack, and really in terms of comparing both farms in the mid lane as well, you can tell that Prisoner 945 about 27 is to 6, whereas for Revenor about well 22, so it's still not that bad. And if you ask me, really, if this just go on, Dampier needs to be addressed because it's gonna be a bigger problem as compared to that of Bushwhack.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I do believe Bushwhack is gonna go for a standard build. Like he really loves that. Oh, middle lane
coming in. Nova, a lot of trouble. Nova gonna pop the keg, and I think it's actually not gonna be enough. He is actually looking to go down quickly, and he goes down nicely. And it seems like Bastom is gonna try and run by himself, but there goes Lodestone with a nice rocket drill, just nicely going in. And it seems like the ball lightning stun not gonna connect quickly enough. It's gonna be it. XIZ with a double tap, and 6-1. Turtle Masters in the lead.
Yeah, Turtle Masters is really taking it to Impunity Storm. They're losing mid lane so hard. This is not what you want to see as Impunity Storm. This is it's really crushing them right now because, yeah, your Dampier is farming really nicely in the top lane, but so what? We're winning, sorry, what the hell? We're winning mid, and at the same time, bottom lane, he's getting a lot of farm. I mean, Bushwhack practically won bottom lane. Like, you don't see Hag there anymore. He was forced to rotate around, try to set up for kills, but not getting anything done just yet. And Bushwhack is getting a lot more farm now. He's at 380 gold per minute. He's getting very, very close to Nox. So in that kind of regard, Bushwhack is going to be so much more scarier as compared to Dampier, because you know, mid lane's winning. You're going to see rotations already, and it's going to be a lot better for this Turtle Masters team.
Yeah, but that's the case. That said, 8 minutes already, 6-1, 2.6k gold lead for Legion side. Hellborn team, Ravenor only level 5. If you look at that, that's just not good enough. He does have invisibility in his rune, so that's going to be pretty good in terms of ganking. But right now, they need levels for the rest of this team, except for Dampier. Dampier is just having a really good time at the top lane, and Nymphora is just completely babysitting him all the way. Nymphora needs level 6, so Dampier can just start to provide a little bit more presence in this entire team fight. But Nox, man, he's just farming crazily quick, and that's really good to see. But here comes the rocket drill, and all of a sudden from behind, it seems like the gang's going to happen on Lodestone. Lodestone gets turned on here, and he's going to be okay. So it's just a little bit of a tease there.
Yeah, a little bit of a tease. His level 4 and that Lodestone plate is helping him a lot. Dampier actually trying to look for the jump again, but Lodestone knows what he's doing. He's not going to try to overextend a little bit too much in this kind of situation. They're probably going to try to look towards pushing down this tower, but I don't think it's going to take this next wave. I mean, I don't think they can actually take it in this next wave, sorry.
Yep, and that's the case. That's it, mid lane, level 6, 945 with Maggie there, and nothing really happening. But top lane already, Dampier pushing the tier 1 by himself, and here comes the Parasite with Lodestone, and Lodestone gonna go in for the silence. Dampier all of trouble, all of a sudden is in a trouble there, and it seems like he's gonna turn around for a nice kill on Lodestone, but I think he's gonna be done for here. There's the Bushwhack with the Energizer, that's gonna be it. It seems like Nymphora did try and save him a bit, but it's not gonna be enough now. Nymphora also a bit of a trouble. Nymphora going out, that's gonna be a double tap for Iron Nun, and Iron Nun there, look at that. That's the Bushwhack again. Bushwhack climbing back into this game.
Exactly what I said. I mean, he's gonna be much more scary like Dampier. Right over there, you see quick rotation, and I mean, Turtle Master's just playing as a unit right now. Middle lane.
Yep, nice invisibility rune being put to good use. The Ravenor is giving it a bit of a pick up skill, and down goes 945. We have the ultimate warrior streak ended already, and on the flip side, the only getaway there is gonna be done by the MOA. And so far in 8 and 3, man, it's not looking good for Impunity Storm at all.
Not at all. I mean, they're just really getting crushed. They lost their laning stages already. Hag is level 6 at least. He utilized Babael in mid, so at least they pick up the kill onto the Prisoner 945 at mid. But you know what? I mean, Bushwhack is still not slowing down. There's no signs of him slowing down just yet. And him and Parasite are making quick work of this Impunity Storm lineup. Like, you see this Parasite is just trying to do as much as he can. He's actually going to run into Engineer right here.
Yeah, Parasite needs to be really careful because this is ultimately the Hellbourne space or rather area. And there goes the ball lightning, completely questionable. But a nice old ball and chain though, that's gonna be on point. And it seems like Engineer's gonna be okay, but a nice step by Nymphora, and it seems like it's gonna be a turnaround. Where is the gang? It's still not gonna happen yet. And there goes Parasite actually gonna back away as well. Iron Man just comes by to just say hi. But Empire is back to farming wood at the top lane. And Empire, man, needs to get the charges back. The Essence already at 2, I think. Yep, 2. And gonna get the third one very soon as well.
Yeah, at least he has his light right now, but it's gonna be a long time before it finishes at Grimmer Power, and I think during that duration, you're gonna see the Bushwhack get even much more farm. Look at him, he's even gonna go ahead and do double stack the Ancients right now, and it's so easy for him to do because of just the way that he works with that Splinter Shot and that Jungle Toxin. It's just so damn amazing in terms of letting him farm really fast. Top lane, there's gonna be a bit of defense here. Massive Farms is by himself. He needs to be careful because he can by all means get bursted down really quickly by them pure.
Yeah, but Empire is just more concerned with getting a tower as well as creeps there. And that's it. Tower is still going to be standing about 200 plus health points after this engagement. And it's going to be dangerously low. So they need to commit a bit of defensive resources. But that being said, Emperor again gets silenced by the Parasite. That's a Parasite there. What's he thinking? And that being said, Shadow Storm also going to channel. And boom, he's actually going down. And that being said, mid lane we have Prisoner 945 swinging by as well. Iron Man in his vicinity, but no ganks yet. And 9 and 3, man. Emperor is just dying way too much. 0-3 and 1.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, Hag is actually making it even much more harder for Impunity Storms now because Lodestone is actually being able to get back a couple more levels right now. He had a tough time at the top lane against the Dampier, and like I said earlier, like, one lane winning, which is just that Dampier and Nymphora, who by the way still is not level 6, doesn't have that in the Nymphora's part. It's not gonna win you the game. Like, middle lane won so hard. Look at Prisoner 945. If he's gonna be picking up his, I do believe this is probably gonna translate into a Barrier Idol, unless he's kinda gonna go insane and get the Insanitarius. Not sure what item pickup that's gonna be. It most probably should be that Barrier Idol. It's a lot better there. There's actually a lack of Mystic Vestments coming out on this Legion team.
You know what? The lack of vision. Hellbourne team has got practically no vision over the Legion jungle area, so they can't really just put forth a bit of gank here as well. They want to just secure the mid lane tier 1 so they can at least have access to the Legion jungle, but in general, with the lineup that they have, they should be ganking a lot more, but they are not doing that. Now, Nymphora is already level 6, but Nymphora is still not bringing them pure like a free taxi there, and that's what we want to see at least, but Nymphora not doing that, Emperor still farming in the jungle. That's not good. Meanwhile, bottom lane gets addressed, and I think it's not going to get denied. Yep, Iron Man picks up that one really nicely. That's it. Ravnar comes in as well. Ravnar going to get silenced. I'll rather stun in as well. Ravnar, Bastom needs to be careful. Bastom goes in, tries to pick up the kill on Lowstone, but it's going to be addressed instead. And here comes Engineer. Engineer not going to be able to do much of a thing, but here comes also the Nymphora. At last, it's going to be that Dampier combo with Nymphora, and they pick up at least the Iron Nun Bushwhack. And on the flip side, we have Parasite coming in from behind. Parasite is going to be in a little bit of a tight spot, but Emperor questionable Flash of Darkness there. I think he's not going to be able to catch up, and they will actually have to pull back.
Yeah, there's no way they can catch up to that. Parasite still no portal-keys on all the heroes there from Hellbourne side, so really nothing much they can do after that. At least they recover a bit. They kill the Lodestone, they kill the Bushwhack who has been snowballing for a really long time. Again, Hag was trying to do his best to help support the Revnar, but I guess in the end at least they do pick up the kills over there. If I'm not mistaken, Iron Nun is probably gonna go for his Dawnbringer again. He just really loves that item, and he wants to be a little bit more active in team fights because he knows that there's a Dampier. Oh, by the way, it is an Insanitarius on Prisoner 945, so he just wants to have that added extra, you know, auto attack damage when he uses the old ball and chain on top of Shackled and that Prison Break, which is gonna.
There we go, the old ball and chain connecting that to Ravnar. Ravnar on top of Ravnar has got nothing to just stand against this fight here, and Acid Bomb also dealing its damage as well. Ravnar gets addressed. El Diablo gets addressed. It's like Diablo 3, you know, Act 4, you just finish the boss and then they just concede. But there goes Emperor. Emperor down stuff are going to be addressed as well. And that's Parasite and Bushwhack. They're just picking off in 2s and 3s. And that's really good strategy for at least the Master side. And Dampier is going to try and challenge Lowstone, but Lowstone is just too tanky there. And that's not the kind of stuff you want to put forth as a Dampier.
Yeah, it's really well played there. I mean, you can't do much against this Legion lineup when you have a Master of Arms with Defensive Master's Call. And I just really like the fact that, I mean, this is Turtle Masters just playing their game. They really like to rotate around, set up ganks whenever they can. Grimmer Power, by the way, just finished by Dampier, so he's going to be able to output a little bit more damage, but is it going to be enough in this stage of this game? I don't think it's going to be as effective. There is still No Mystic Vestments just yet on Prisoner 9 for 5, and at least there is a pickup there in Lodestone, so shouldn't worry too much about getting bursted down, sorry, by this Dampier.
Yeah, shouldn't worry too much about that one as well. That's it. Dampier now with the Grimoire of Power, like you mentioned. I'm looking for next gang already. Teleport's gonna be up already. Where is the gang? Dampier is still waiting a bit in the mid lane, but however, Emperor actually in mid lane goes down, and that's gonna be the hack. And Emperor 1, 5, and 2. Oh god, this could be his swan song really. If he does lose this game here today, it's gonna be his last in HoN in terms of competitive game.
Yeah, hopefully, impunity.storm can actually find some traction, because Dampier is, like, they have Dampier and Amphora, but, Turtle Masters, they're smart about it. Their group is 5, and when they have the opportunity to, and they know it in the 4 parts is down, they just rotate around, set up ganks in 2s. You saw there, just having Bushwhack and Parasite is just enough to, like, even pick up kills. You see already, Parasite has that, what's it called, the Codex already, so I think it's even Codex level 1. Here we go with the gank though.
Yep. Smoke gang from behind. Okay, maybe not smoking, but that being said, they are not gonna jump them, and that's because it's gonna be a 3v5, and they don't have that of the directed hack. Hack is just very important in terms of Bat Blast, but Emperor for some reason just is not able to get it off on a pretty good skill. And so far, no 5-man Bat Blast coming from Emperor just yet. We want to see that kind of action. At least that's gonna help provide a bit of extra damage on Legion side. But Legion team, man, all 5 of them is just sticking in 5s, and the pain train just keep going on and on and on. 13 is to 5 already, 7.5k gold lead. It's a sizable lead so far. And Hellbourne team, you don't want to be in this spot, but here comes the gang though, and it's going to be on Lodestone. Lodestone going to get stunned nicely by Nymphora, and also going down finally. Nox picks up the kill. That's going to be pretty good. He does already use his bite there, so that's the consume, and that means that he's not going to have the 3 charges.
Yeah, I mean, he can always pick up the 3 charges really quickly.
He already has
relatively,
charges, that's why.
Yeah. Prisoner 9 for 5, man. I thought he had his Insanitary, so I guess it was just a recipe middle lane though.
From behind, down goes Emperor. Pretty easy. See, this is the problem with Wretched Hack. He is just so easy to be picked off by a Parasite. Parasite really have Codex, and I think it's actually Codex 2. Oh, no, it's actually only 1. And Codex 1 with a Parasite, Silence, everything gonna be used at the same time. Hack, there's no way Hack could actually run out of that one.
Yeah, Hack has no Mystic Vestments, there's nothing else other than just a couple of minor totems. Doesn't even have the Grave Locket finished. I would actually just like to see him spend his gold rather than just hoarding it up right now, because he needs survivability, and I don't know, it's just looking really pretty grim for Infantry.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a different kind of strat, but that's it. It is a 14:6 kind of a situation. 7k gold lead for Team Legion, and Turtle Masters, man, they are just masters of this game. No mascot here. I mean, it's been a really long time since we last casted Turtle Masters, and they don't have that interesting looking bubbles thing.
Yeah, X and Z Bubbles, the mascot there for Turtle Masters. It seems like Turtle Masters today is just pretty happy. They're not going to be turning into turtle soup, so they don't need to worry too much about that. And Nymphora, I think he used the teleport there to set up more wards just to give vision for them so they can gank the next time they want to. They still have not addressed the tier 1 mid and bottom, and look at that. Hellbourne team is going to go ahead and, sorry, not Hellbourne, Legion team is going to go ahead and push this tier 1 at top lane just to get in a little bit more map control.
Yeah, Dampier, but he misses his terrorize in the mid lane. Seems like Bushra is going to turn this around. Yes, he is. He's just nicely banking on his nose that Dampier has got really nothing to really do. But there goes the sidestep again, and this is just the way you want to play as a Dampier. But Dampier goes in with a consume, but it seems like the range is going to win that engagement. Carry versus carry. Bushra is just kiting, and that is kiting 101.
Yeah, that kiting coming from Bushwhack was insane. And with the amount of slows and sidesteps, yeah, it's pretty hard to catch up to him. It's just unfortunate also the fact that his terrorize was gonna go off cooldown very soon. He didn't actually just run in after that. He just used the consume right after the slices. He needed to survive, if not he would have died. But anyways, really good plays there, sorry, by Bushwhack. He has his crossburn already completed, like I mentioned earlier. He's gonna go for the Dawnbringer, which he loves a lot.
Yep, and it seems like a bottom lane push already successful. Tier 1 gets addressed, but they will trade both Tier 2 and Tier 1 at top lane for that. So it's going to be a little bit of a heavy cost for them. 10k gold lead, Legion team. They've got practically all the core items up already on Prisoner 945. Want to see Prisoner with at least the extra portal key, but that's not really needed as well. I think it's going to go for the Shrunken Head. That's why the Mighty Blade is just recently purchased. Iron Nun is looking for a Dawnbringer. I think he's going to get that very soon as well. And on the flip side, that Lodestone definitely is looking for a portal key. So just about 300 gold, and I think Legion team is going to be pretty done. Then we got Dawnbringer up already, so they can take a team fight right now if they want to. You're just going to wait for the, maybe, it could be a bit too long a wait to wait for the Shrunken Head on Prisoner, but it's going to be pretty reliable to say the least that they're going to wait for the Lodestone portal key.
Yeah, I mean Lodestone is very close to the portal key. They can even set up for a gank, then maybe even rotate Kong and then start pushing. Like Turtle Masters really love to take Kong whenever they have the opportunity to. I mean, in fact, any team should be really happy to take out Kong when they have the chance. And with the team like, I mean, with a lineup like a Legion team has, it's easy for them to actually pick up a couple of kills and ganks all across this map, especially seeing as to how they have such a huge gold and EXP lead in this game. 20 minutes in, and the guys coming out from Hellborn's side still don't have much. You see actually Engineer is trying to rush for the portal key so that he can at least stay behind and get his energy field off, but is it going to be as effective? I don't know, we're just going to have to see.
Yeah, that's what we have to see here. But that's it. About 21 minutes up already. 15-6. Hellborn team is in a pretty questionable kind of a spot right now. Legion team gonna push to the tier 2 mid, and like I nicely predicted here, they are actually gonna go into Sumeru here without the need for Frankly on the Prisoner 945. But there goes, it seems like Parasite missed the face off, and that's a bit regrettable.
Yep.
Hack is gonna stay safe though. That's a clutch flush of Douglas on his part. And on the flip side, Dampier still farming, and Nox, there's nothing to really do in fact.
I mean, he's just trying to split push for his team and give them space. He always has a homecoming stone, so he can always port back there. There is that the mithril, sorry, the warhammer, what the hell, that was just picked up by Prisoner 945. So he's gonna just, the last component is just that recipe there for him to finish up the shrunken head. Bushwhack, still no other items yet. 1.4k in the bank, I think. Parasite has the Codex 2? No, it's 3 actually, so yeah, he's getting very, very strong with those nukes, and Master of Arms just of course with, just a boost, standard boost. He has 1.5k in the bank, not sure what he's saving up for. Here we go, then 4 port.
Yep, it's gonna gang on the 945. 945 will not know what hit him, and here comes Dampier as well. The stun in full duration with the Terrorite. There goes the Terrorite ready with the consume, but it's not enough to pick up the kill, and here comes the backup team, and backup bomb squad picks up the Dampier. Dampier gets turned on here, and even Infora will not be spared alive. I think not. Yep, nope. And that's gonna be a double troll for both of them. And look at Prisoner 945, all he did was just use his Insanitarius.
Huge throws in my opinion. Like, I guess in a sense they thought they had the kill, but they don't have enough damage output. Prisoner, like, you look at the items coming from Prisoner 5, and that's, what's even funnier is they didn't even have Mystic Vestments. They took the full damage there coming out from
Nova,
from
man.
Oh yeah,
Nova dancing around trees there. A Parasite can pick up the kill really quickly, and Hooky Hook there with a Codex. I think it's really Codex level 3. Yep.
I don't know, man. Infinite Storm is just not looking very, very good in this kind of situation. There is, I think, pushback in the works now for Massive Arms, so it's gonna be good for him. And just coming back to my point, you see the way Turtle Masters works is, they quickly ported there and supported the Prisoner 945. So again, also good toggling use there off his Insanitary.
Yep, and that's not gonna be pretty good. That's it. 18-6, 15k goal lead for Legion team already. Hellborn team, they're just in a mess right now. If you look at Nova, he doesn't even have anything. Only Striders there, and that's the support player. Yep. Oh wow. Okay, my bad. He's got a portal key right now.
Sorry, but who is that?
Nova portal key. I was like
yeah,
saying
yeah.
he doesn't have anything. Then suddenly, boom, he just pulled up.
Yeah, he was saving that up for a pretty long time. He just wants to have the ability to just jump in and use that ulti because he knows he's gonna get bursted down so quickly that he can't even get it off. And Nymphar is just kind of rotated towards that secondary helping route there for this engineer by placing those wards for him. So it's kind of easy for him to pick that up. There is a Shrunken Head in works, by the way, by Bushwhack now. So once he has that, I think they're probably even going to push even more.
Bushwhack actually gonna just engage Revenant with double damage. Revenant a little bit of a trouble there. The ball lightning connecting, and the second one he actually goes in there. Just commits suicide, but there's nothing to really have done there. And that being said, Bushwhack is just steamrolling so hard. 7-1 and 3, man. And GPM 600.
Yep, I mean double D's on the Bushwhack with a Dawnbringer, Phase Boots, and Phase Boots, Ghost Marchers, and Energizer. It's kind of hard to outrun the guy on top of Jungle Toxin and Sidestep and Crippling Dart. So it's pretty obvious he was gonna die there. He didn't even have a portal key to port out of that. I think Verfnar is just trying so hard to finish that Shrunken Head. Dampier is also in the works of his own, but he doesn't have enough gold to even pick up that Warhammer.
Yep, that's it. Bottom lane tier 2 addressed already. Top lane, we're looking at tier 2 as well. It goes down. There is the push for complete as well. But Parasite just picks up Hack again. And Emperor gets addressed. That's going to be already Nemesis, I think. Yep, there we go. And Hellborn team, they are just not able to do much of a thing right now. Kongo gets addressed, and in general, they need so much more items. They need the Shrunken Head up on Dampier, but Dampier is just so close to getting that, and he needs to farm up as much as he can. I don't think he will have the space to get it as well. But once Kongo goes down, Took of Life is up already on Legion side. They're going to try and materialize into a tier 3 push immediately.
They actually even have a pause. They're getting easy to get Kong for sure, and I think the token's gonna be probably based on Bushwhack over there. Can even throw it at the Homecoming Star, just pass it to his teammate, and I don't know, man. Oh, they're gonna just unpause right now. Here we go.
Yep, and there goes the pause, so it's going to be done, and Bongo actually gets addressed. XNZ picks up the kill, and Token goes to Bushwhack for sure. Bushwhack now is just looking pretty good, so maybe it's not going to be instantaneous mid lane push, because they know that they cannot really pull off that kind of a stun. But Hellbourne team on the flip side, they have the space right now, and Dampier just so close. If they have the God Vision, if they know that Dampier is so close to his Shrunken Head just now, they would have just nicely pushed the mid lane, but Dampier is just only 300 gold away, and looking to just pick up a little bit more farm at the mid lane, or maybe even the Ancients or bottom lane. Any lane is going to be pretty good for him, and that said, he should be able to get the Shrunken Head up very soon.
Yeah, he really needs a Shrunken Head, but even if he has it, right, the thing is, like, there's still that Bushwhack to worry about. Like, he can always slow him down. His Tripling Dart goes through the, that Shrunken Head. There's like so many things that can always happen with this Bushwhack against that Dampier. So even if he has a Shrunken Head, yeah, he's going to be able to stay in team fights for a bit longer, but Bushwhack can probably just, focus his fire on him. And of course, as well as the fact that Prisoner 945, he has that prison break ability to just, lock them in place, and that goes through, if I'm not mistaken, it's a physical style. I can't really remember, but yeah, I think right now the Legion team is just gonna be focusing more on a push right here. They're actually gonna converge here at the top lane.
Parasite.
Ooh, Parasite, yeah.
Just so close, might be able to just pick up the kill there, Engineer, but here comes the jump already. Dampier just gonna try and make something up against Parasite, but Parasite one-man show, gonna be able to try and run away, but nope, he is gonna get dressed, and that's gonna be the end of his onslaught streak. But here comes Bushwhack, man, one man on mission. He does have the token of life, which explains the exceptionally big balls that he has right now.
The big balls, super huge balls. I mean, like, the thing is, like, they can't really get too, relaxed as well, because Hellbourne team still can get back into this game if they're able to farm up items onto, their Hag and their Dampier. Dampier, by the way, is a Shrunken Head already. They're gonna take a team fight here top lane because they know Parasite's down, but I still think that Legion team can still win this team.
Yep, there goes the jump already up there, and it seems like a nice 3-man hook by the old ball and from Prison to Nightfall fight. Down goes Emperor. Emperor goes down without even using the Bad Blast. That's gonna be a complete address there. Double tap for Iron Nun. Iron Nun's still gonna milk on the Nymphoran. Nymphoran a lot of trouble. Someone saved the Fairy. Fairy goes down, and that's just gonna be about that as one. The only thing that ran away was Engineer. He doesn't even have the mana left for that one as well. He really used the energy field, so there's nothing that he could really have done. And impunity.storm, as much as we hate to admit this, they are actually looking really bad. Top lane's gonna get pushed in right now. Token of Life still available there on the Bushwhack. And I think that the tier 3 as well as the top lane Rex are gonna get addressed.
For sure, for sure. I don't think they're gonna be able to defend this. Like I said earlier, they can't even take a team fight. You saw there, they jumped in with the energy field, still not enough. With the beautiful hook being placed there by XNZ, really nicely played by him. And now they're gonna be getting the Rexes. They're even gonna it was the token. Yeah, the token is still up on Bushwhack. So by all means, they can always, go back, reset, and then probably push down maybe mid or even bottom again.
Ball lightning, not gonna connect. Bushwhack actually gonna fall back quickly. Hellbourne team lost the top lane. Rexes completely barren already. Legion team actually gonna pull back here. And Bushwhack, man, doing a pretty good job this far. And I would say for sure that he is just consistent like the previous game. And Iron Nun, you're gonna have to give it to him, man. He's just such a very strong carry. And about 640 GPM up already. And I can tell you for sure that Impunity.storm is just by far yachts behind in this game.
Very, very far behind. You look at that, 25k, man. 25k gold and 23k EXP advantage. It's just completely out of hand now. And this 3.5, well, 3.6k actually saved up in Bushwhack now. Again, gonna go Ancient, still with the token, by the way. So after he's gonna reset, maybe he's just waiting for one more item to be placed in his inventory there. Probably gonna sell off that Mystic Vestments and get it. And then they can even go ahead and start pushing again. So there's a lot of things that they can do. Parasite has the portal key now as well, so a little bit more initiation there by him. And he already has the Codex 5, so he's gonna instantly blow off Engineer out of the map, and maybe even the Hag if he wants to, because Hag still is pretty squishy if he's on those inputs there. He only has that Blessed RP. He's trying his hardest, I think, to get that Culture Sheep Stick, but is it gonna be fast enough? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's it. Top lane, quick gang down. It seems like Parasite picks up an easy kill again, and that's gonna be an Nymphoran goes down, and we have extra ganks coming in from Dampier, and Parasite gonna pay with his life, and that's not gonna be really worth it. Killing himself for a support, that's ultimately a pretty good gang. Level 16 Parasite gets addressed, but it's not a big deal after all, because that's just gonna be about it, man. Legion team, they know that they can afford to do as many things as they want in this game, man, and that can be a pretty long game and a long list of things they could really do. But they're gonna try and push the bottom lane wall. The token's still gonna be up. Barrel idol used as well, and Lowstone just making all the right decisions in this game in terms of item choices. Barrel idol, you also got that puzzle key, both of which are pretty good to just help his teammates survive. And Iron Nun is just manning it up here, and he does have about 2 minutes left in his token there, so he's gonna have the ability to pick up both the Rexes as well as the tower here. And what can Hack really do? What can HoN really do? What can impunity.storm really do? They are just not able to jump in right now, and Iron Nun is just with a Nullstone standing here, really manning it up. 1v5 kind of situation, but there you go, the jump finally happens. Babael connects, Iron Nun takes a bit of a beating, but the old ball and chain gonna miss as well. And it seems like Ravnar going down as well. The first things first, but there's also the token of life, and it's gonna be a round 2 coming for Iron Nun. Iron Nun not gonna man up against Dampier. Dampier jumps in, picks up a kill there on Lowstone, but that was actually Emperor picking up the kill. And in general, Dampier going down, and here comes again, Baston playing as Ravnar, he goes in, but Iron Nun, one-man show really. 1 versus 4 or 5 kind of a thing. Hat trick up already, looking for a second annihilation in this series, but Dampier does come back, and Dampier is gonna punish him. He is gonna be alive, though. Iron Nun is like, oh my god, I need my annihilation, but he just cannot get it off, and that's it. He needs some help in the toilet there, and Iron Nun not gonna try and back out there, but quickly, but a nice side step down. He's just still gonna slowly cut and snowball there. Iron Nun there, and not in time for that nice quad kill. It's gonna be over already. Iron Nun is champion of New Wolf, and a quick parasite. Hook actually came by, or flew by, to try and make sure that the gang was successful, and the turnaround was still not gonna happen there. That's it. Hack actually questionable moves by him, and melee barracks gonna be addressed. Stun not gonna connect. Hook gonna try and back away, but Iron Knight actually popped the health potion, comes back here for round 3 at the Millibrax area. I think they're not gonna go for the Rex. They are just a bit obsessed with the Nymphora, and I can know why, but she does look pretty cute. That being said, Millibrax is gonna get dressed. It is looking to go down soon. Hellbound team not congregating just yet. There's nothing to really do. Dampier already down. Ravnar gonna try and bite down here on Iron Nun. Iron Nun a bit of a tight spot. The stun from VN misses. Unfortunately, it seems like Emperor again gonna get addressed here. Emperor goes down. That's gonna be the only death there in the plus engagement from the Hellbound side. But there we go. The energy field gonna be used by Nova. Nova goes up because of a Codex straight to his face, and he gets addressed again. Iron Nun is just biting on the energy field again, and that's gonna be GG well played. And good luck here for Nox. They know that they're out, and that's gonna be about it. Turner Masters 2-0 victory, and straight through to the grand final.
Yeah, what? Oh man, I bet ImpS is probably devastated about that, but I mean, Turtle Masters, they took it right to impunity.storm, and they did it with fashion, man. That was just really strong performance by them. That was insane. Like Iron Nun again, man, survived all of that shit, and like he had the perfect backup there by Hooky Hook, sorry, and he just came in, sweeped. I think who was it? I think it was the Dampier and the Nymphora, or was it the engineer that after that died, and like Iron Nun just still survived. 700 GPM. I think it was higher as compared to the previous game, and 14, 1, and 7. So again, a stellar performance there coming in from Iron Nun. But of course, not to discredit his team, a lot of them did huge work there.
Yeah, of course, a lot of them did a lot of work there, and it's not just about Iron Knight, it's really Parasite Hooky. Hooky was just ganking all year long, and Emperor just kept dying to Parasite, and you also have a little bit extra gank coming from that, well, the Lodestone as well. Lodestone just jumps in and makes a lot of extra effort, and in general, that's the kind of a gameplay you want to see coming out from the Legion team, and Iron Knight just made sure that Bushra worked. Yep, sure, that's his credit, but S5, that's what Nova was afraid of. Their 5-man chemistry that Turtle Masters had just completely bested that of impunity.storm. That's it, we're gonna go to a panel right now and ask Ice Ice Baby what he thinks.
Yeah, where is Ice Ice Baby?
Yeah, actually, I need to get connected back to Uvu again.
Oh my god. Babel with the shit connection, guys. If you guys are wondering why you're lagging, it's because of Babel. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, alright, that's a pretty cool story, bro.
Yeah, cool story. Is Josh in there?
Already? Josh right there. Hello, knock knock.
Hello, team.
Call today?
Yeah.
Yes. Call today.
Oh, you guys all disconnected?
That
I
was
think
Babel's
so.
first.
No, I think Lark, you are offline.
Oh shit. Okay, my bad.
There we go, Lark. We had this topic before the stream began, and we were asking ourselves, why the hell?
Sorry, bro. I'm here.
Yeah, it seems like yesterday's connection is not as good as today. Sorry, today's connection is not as good as yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a bad news. And there we go, the cute Uvu rings, man.
Call today.
I'm calling. Pick up.
I don't have anything.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
My god. This is a little bit less irritating than that of the Skype's one, but it's just about that.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
taking
Lark,
long to
you're still not
connect.
here.
Yeah, it's connecting.
Mute Uvu, bro.
Taking so long.
Oh god.
Why don't you guys just start off first?
We can't.
Aren't you guys at the call?
Yeah, okay, we are okay. Why don't we just try and get a bit of extra information from the other side of the bracket? Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. You guys just talk first. Don't worry.
Okay, so what do you think?
Sure, bro. Simple enough. They let that Bushwhack kind of snowball again. He's 14-1 and 7 end game. And he just managed to break the 700 goal pretty much. That's Iron Nun for you guys. And that's where you know that somehow the Bushwhack is a very viable hero to carry with in the Southeast Asia scene. So I guess they should know, especially how Total Masters really just sort of draft this up. And that last play, man, that insane plays as to you see that kiting 101 coming up from Bushwhack, and out comes Parasite and just nukes down 2 heroes. So I mean, their chemistry is so flawless. Their gameplay is really awesome, and their chemistry is just there. Compared to like impunity.storm, they're really still unstable. Nox is yes, he's been maintaining quite a decent goal per minute, but he's making quite a number of questionable plays. Bastom, that's the funny thing. He is 0, 7, and 6, and that is definitely questionable on his part. But it also definitely boils down to the entire team. So. Emperor is 2, 9, and 3, so and he's only found out the Blessed Orb. So there's only one thing I would just say about this as his item pickups. He loves to go for a Grimoire of Power first, which I do not recommend actually. So I would just try to opt for either a Sackstone first, maybe some what's his face, even any protective items to even try to at least survive and become be more viable in the clashes. But yeah, even in the mid game phases, the hooks, man, the hooks from X Sign Z is definitely the playmakers.
Yeah, I mean those hooks were insane. Like he's always making sure to like hook 2. In fact, I think not even 2. There's like 3 at minimum most of the time, and he's making huge plays. He hooked a lot of the heroes out of the energy field, and that's why that, especially the top lane fight there when they took it for V5 when Parasite was picked off, even despite going for V5 and getting jumped on with the energy field, I mean, X-Sense is just standing behind, pulls everyone out of it, and they just, fought them outside of the energy field. So the energy field was completely null and void, and that was pretty insane. And I mean, I bet you at the end, they were probably screaming like shit to like kill Iron Nun, but he just wouldn't die. That was pretty insane coming up from that Bushwhack there. Like so much slows, and the sidestep as well.
Yep. So and that's Bushwhack for you guys. He's definitely not a teamfight hero, but definitely a really strong 1-on-1. And that's Bushwhack is the definition of kiting. With those slows, with those side steps, man, if you fall into his prey and you're like, yeah, I feel you, man, I smoke we blaze it 4-2-0.
Jamaica me crazy, man.
Definitely I feel you, man. Whacking bushes all day. Well, Lord. So at least to mention. Mute Uvu, please.
Okay, so I need a bit of extra buffer right now. It seems like the webcam or Uvu today is having a really shit ass time. So I'm not gonna try this camera because both of you look like statues from Madame Madame Tussauds wax museum. So that's gonna be a pretty bad news for you guys. But that's it. We still have the live bracket, and yep, it's still not updated yet. So I'm actually gonna wait to see who actually won the S2Y and Bricks combination.
Yeah, well, I think as to why they won the first game against Bricks, they're still in their second game now, so it's still undetermined whether or not S2Y is going to go into, it's going to win it all, or if they're even going to go into a game tree. Because if I take a look at the monitoring of the game, I think it's pretty much in S2Y's favor. Mr. Suns is 9-4. Backstick S3 is playing Silhouette, by the way, carry we haven't seen in a while. Level 15, highest level in the game. 1 kill, 0 deaths, 3 assists already, and there is 2 towers down coming out from not TurS, sorry, from Bricks. So I think it's pretty much over from this point on.
Yeah, so I think so too, and it's that's gonna be the case. That said, we have with us here the live bracket, And it is pretty clear to see that Orange Esports and MR are really true to the grand final. So Masters, heartiest congratulations to them that they are going to meet both Orange Esports as well as MR in the grand final. That's going to begin about next year, if I'm not wrong. But that's going to be 3 teams confirmed already. We're still waiting for the SY Bricks going to combo to see who's actually going to come out on top of that one. But on the flip side, we have in 5th and 6th place, it's going to be impunity.storm as well as the loser from the other side of the bracket. And in 7 and 8, it's going to be Impunity Earth and Fan 5. And from number 9 to number 12 is the rest of the grayed out teams there, and that's Fungor, DC Spots, Air Quality, and Anti-Moon Queen. The rest of the table is updated on the TurS website. You can go at tour.HoNTourSEA.com, and the link will be dropped on stream very soon. That's it, guys. Now it seems like it's going to be time for the shout-out.
Yeah. What do we start off with? You know what? Babel, you suck because you left the call again. Your bloody internet connection sucks. So
No,
shout out to your internet connection.
The webcam froze, bro.
Okay,
How
never
is
mind.
that my bad?
It's kidding, bro. One man hashtag one man production. So it's okay. I just want to shout out to Ice, of course, for coming online today and joining us on this so-called, kind of casual couch, I guess you could say. And casual culture, and just talking about HoN, a game we all love. So, yeah. And shout out, of course, to all the viewers as well today, and huge shout out to Twitch for finally partnering with us, because we have the multi-resolution option. I think that's gonna help out a lot of our viewers who had a lot of problems with viewing our stream before, and of course that goes all the way back to you guys for constantly supporting us and following us and giving your likes and all that kind of shit. So really thank you so much to you guys for that, and we hope that you will keep supporting us in the future and whichever game we may be going to.
So a little bit of shout out from myself. So I myself is Baby, also known as Xeno Viper on stream, to anyone who does not know that. And really, first off, huge shout out to Twitch for that multi-resolution. I know Lark already did that, but I will definitely have to say that for myself, because it just really just provides more more options for, let's see, the viewers who does not really have good connection to actually view us. And it was supposed to be a 500 follower kind of thing, but we've not hit 500 followers and we got the multi-resolution, so that's definitely huge props up to Twitch for that. And next thing, shout out definitely to all the viewers out there for making this possible. EGTV is a very, very new initiative created by Babael, and we are definitely really happy to have you all here. Shout out to impunity.storm, shout out to TurS Masters giving us a really wonderful game today, and shout out to HoNTourSEA Southeast Asia, where it was really taxing all the way back to August, man. So if you guys have stuck with us all the way from 3 months ago, it's a huge props to you guys. So yep, definitely for that.
Yep, and that's a bit of good news. That's it, man. Now it's gonna be my turn. I'm not gonna repeat the same shit again. So thank you, and I hope you guys enjoyed the multi-resolution option. Don't forget to still follow us, because we will have a lot of extra stuff coming in as well. We got a lot of giveaways that's gonna start the moment we cross the 600 follow mark, and that's a whole bunch of deal there as well. We are still growing as casters. We are very new. This initiative started just about 3 months back, and we are glad that we are partnered now with Twitch just 3 months in. So it's all due to the kind of you guys viewers there. I'm glad that you guys enjoy the cast. I did see a bit of that well cast, or rather the good cast kind of a stuff happening at the very end, but I also noted that there were a bit of dishappiness, or rather unhappiness there as to the inside qualities, and I do believe that Lark already took a bit of a take there. So don't worry about that. We are beefing up, and he is not perfect. We are not perfect. Bricky is also not perfect. No one is perfect. God is questionable, but we'll talk about God today. And that being said, it's a different kind of a situation, and we're still growing, man. We are growing, and we would definitely love the feedback. Keep them coming, but instead of a bit of the one like I said, like this sucks or this cast sucks, let us know what we can do to cater a bit more to you guys there. I'm already trying to be funny, man, but I'm not a very inherently funny kind of a guy. I'm actually a really angry person, if you know me, in life. I'm so angry in games, I'm so angry in cast. I'm like, oh shit, why the game hasn't started yet? This bullshit. I'm gonna slap those fuckers there, but that's just me, you know. So I'm just trying to be funny a lot already. I hope you guys enjoy that as well. If not, you can say, but people, you're just too lame. You can let me know as well. I'm beefing up on my own book. So is Lark, so is ISSBB as well. So let us know exactly what you want to hear. And that said, we hope you guys will also follow us on Facebook. Facebook is where we will let you know when the next match is. We still have got no idea. It is projected to be in January, the grand finals. and I think that we will see this project through towards the complete fruition and the end there, and that could be the hallmark of success. That being said, also do follow us on YouTube, because that's where all the VODs are going to be, and funny moments going to be there as well. If we do have a pretty good cast or epic moment, we also want to see if the viewers like to submit good videos, or if you do cut out our cast, the funny moments, and you do a compilation, you can always let us know as well. We'll post it up on our YouTube channel, so please go to YouTube. All the VODs for all the games we casted are going to be there. And last but not least, you can always donate to us, because we are trying to set up a studio, and cost of living here is just really insane. So that's going to take us a bit of a time, and it's actually projected to set its well, the foundation's going to start about next year. It's going to take a bit of time to build that as well. So you guys have been fantastic. You guys were just following us, whether you just follow us today, or you follow us since HoNTour started, or you follow us since from HoNTourSEA since we started as casters. That's a really long time, and a huge shout out to all the fans and viewers. Today we picked at a 600 mark, and that is a pretty big one. That's it. A huge shout out to all of you guys there. Thank you so much, and I also need to shout out to my girlfriend. Didn't forget her tonight. Thank you for sitting next to me every single day, and that's just about it as well. And also, huge shout out to the entire EGTV crew. You guys are always awesome, and thank you for sticking by this low budget project of ours, and I hope you guys find a huge amount of pride and honor when you see the multi-resolution option today. You guys should be happy that this is all credits to you guys. It's your hard work, your fruition, every single one of you, whoever started streaming here. It's all you guys there. That's it. Huge shout out to Garena. Thank you for having us cover HoNTour Southeast Asia. We will be able to just walk through completely, and we are actually looking to look at other games as well. And a bit of an announcement, actually, guys. We are looking to cover a Hearthstone tournament. If you are residing in Singapore,
Oh shit.
keep your eyes stay tuned for that, because we will have a local production. That's going to be a competition for Hearthstone in Singapore. It's going to be streamed online, and that's going to be a really fantastic, banging good time. And we hope you guys will follow us as well. That's it. This is Babael. Joining me is Lark. And on the couch is Ice Baby. If you want to see a picture of him on the couch, go to the Facebook page with a really cute picture of Ice Baby's dream come true.
Oh shit!
That's such a cool story there. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow for more action, and it's not going to be HoN related. It's just us hanging out and doing a bit of a fun moment. So hope you guys enjoy whatever we bring you guys, and a huge shout out to all you guys out there. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Good night. See you. Stay classy wherever you are, and happy. Goodbye.
See you guys.
See ya, guys.
How far